Hello and welcome to the Hackmaster YouTube channel. This is a 4-oscillator synthesizer I made. It's based on one of the most simple circuits that you can possibly make, which has a single transistor with the base pin cut off, and then an optocoupler and 3 resistors, potentiometer, and 1 capacitor. This circuit needs over 10 volts to actually start to oscillate, so it needs 2 9-volt batteries or a laptop power supply. When I was designing this thing, I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I had this joystick laying around and it had 2 potentiometers on it. So I wired up those potentiometers in series with the potentiometers from oscillator 1 and 2. And you can see I labeled number 1 as X and number 2 as Y. So this will be number 1, this will be number 2. 3 and 4 are just controlled by the knobs. And there's a master tone control, which is the voltage for the main power supply that runs all the oscillators. And then there's 2 knobs for adjusting the modulation frequency. You can also modulate the duty cycle. And then each of these switches correspond to each of these oscillators, and when it's all the way up, it is just on, that's all. And then when it's halfway, it's pulsing. And then when it's all the way down to the bottom, it will have a smooth pulse, because I have a capacitor in there, so it'll keep the oscillator running and slowly ramp off and ramp on. Anyways, you get the idea of it. I'm going to be making some more devices that are similar to this, but are going to be based on sequencers. And I was planning on having multiple sequencers, so this could be the output from the 555 timer, and I could run the output into one of these, and every time that thing pulses, it would advance a slot. And then I could set so many slots before it advances this one, which this one would be the one that actually has the oscillators connected to it, and it would be delayed, so this could go through 4 or 6 pulses before it actually changes the note. These sequencers are actually pretty useful for a lot more than just musical circuits. If you don't have an oscillator connected to them and you have a single button, every time you press the button it could change modes. and you can have multiple different brightness settings, or who knows what. Then possibilities are endless. These sequencers are actually really inexpensive. They're only like $1 or $2 a piece, and you have to solder them yourself, but after the first one I did, it didn't really take me that long, and it wasn't really that difficult. They are surface mount, except for the LEDs and potentiometer. I hope you liked the demonstration, and I'll be putting out more videos pretty soon, so I'll see you next time.